my God. I don't even think you guys can understand how much this bothers me, that men who are mediocre and rude and not respectful, they don't value women, they don't care about anybody but themselves.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
It boils my blood that they can get away with whatever they want. Why do girls even think about them? Why did I even think about giving these men attention? Like, it makes me so mad that women put in hours into their appearance. They think about every text they're gonna send. They anticipate the man's reaction in conversation, in person, online, on TikTok, on Snapchat. Like, girls think about men and they think about how they're gonna be perceived by men so much, and men just think about boobs. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They just think about how they can get a girl to have sex with them.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe on your way in, and don't forget to subscribe to our newest member of Fiend Gang, Detective Warg. His channel will be linked in the video description. But without further ado, let's jump into the rest of today's video.
When it comes to dating, there are 3 questions that you should ignore. The first question being, what is your body count? The second question, what do you bring to the table? And the third question, what are you looking for in a man?
Yeah, so basically, let's ignore important questions that men have for us so that men can't make an accurate assessment of who we are. I love how in the year 2022, dating has basically turned into who can lie to each other the most and who can deceive each other, who can deceive the other person about who they are the most.
When it comes to dating, there are 3 questions that you should ignore.
Hey! So I wanted to stitch this video because I
lord.
really liked it. I actually got tagged in a stitch to her video, and it was this uggo misogynist talking out the side of his neck.
Yeah, so of course, if you guys haven't been here over the last couple of episodes, of course, this woman loves the previous video because it has to do with manipulating men, right? And guys, I think that if you're going out there and you're someone who's choosing to date, I don't think lying is a fantastic thing to do. Like, you can do it if you want. Do I feel bad when men lie to these women? No. But do I think it's healthy? Absolutely not. Do I think it's healthy for the women to lie to men? Absolutely not. But of course, this woman comes in and wants to agree with the original woman, saying that, you know, we should avoid questions to do with our body count and what we're looking for in a relationship. But let's continue.
So instead of giving that goofy clout, I'm gonna stitch the original creator instead. Go watch her video if you haven't already. Makes total sense to me. But you know it does.
Makes total sense, apparently, guys. Like, I love this current year where people can say the most outlandish crap, and then everyone else is like, yeah, you know what? Makes sense. We should just lie to people. Yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't make sense to me. These whack-ass fucking comments, bitch.
Yeah, like this one here from Chelsea that says, if you ignore those questions, you are a red flag. Of course you're a red flag. If you're going to sit there and you're going to avoid questions that are incredibly important to men, then yeah, you are a red flag. In the same way that if a woman comes along and she's looking for stability, she's looking for someone who is potentially going to have kids with her or have a real relationship and crap like that, it's like, if you're a lying piece of crap, it kind of makes you a red flag. It doesn't even matter which gender you are. But of course, strong and empowered woman over here has a different opinion.
First of all, anyone who uses the term gents unironically has never seen Punani in real life. She goes over 3 questions that you should ignore and just move on. I totally agree. But I want to focus on one of them. And that's the, what do you have to bring to the table? This is my favorite stupid dumb bitch question that men ask. You know why? Because only men with nothing to fucking offer are wondering what you have to offer, bitch. Those are
Actually, it's usually the men with the most that ask these sorts of questions because they don't want to risk things. You understand? Like, why would a guy who spent his entire life building himself up, you know, maybe he's making good money, he's got the body, okay, he's done all of the things to work on himself, and now he is a catch, right? Why would he come out here and go, you know what? I'm just going to risk my house, I'm going to risk my finances, I'm going to risk my mental well-being on a lot of girls who are just straight up psycho without doing my research on them. That's silly. That's like going to buy a car, and it's like you just never look at the car, you don't check the mileage, none of that. You just buy it. It makes absolutely no sense.
These are just the fucking facts. What do you have to offer? This isn't a fucking job interview, bitch. You don't need to see fucking references.
Yes, we do. If you guys, anyone knows this, okay, whether you're a man or you're a woman, if you go out there and you just date any old person without checking for red flags and seeing if you guys have similar values and crap like that, you are going to get screwed over. You are going to get screwed over. Men and women are both incredibly unhappy with dating right now, and if you look at it truly, it's like you should be doing audits on the people you let into your life. But of course, like, we as men, we're supposed to just allow anything. We should just have a girl who's got an incredibly high body count or who brings nothing to the table into our life. Why exactly? Like, why are we as men expected to do this?
This ain't a fucking audition.
It is, actually.
What is this, The Voice? Shut the fuck up, Blake Shelton. If a man ever steps to you and asks you, what do you have to bring to the table? Tell him, don't fucking worry about it. You know why? Because you don't have a seat at this fucking table. If you don't have a seat at this table, you don't need to fucking worry about what's being served, bitch.
Yeah, and see, if you speak like this, okay, one, it's going to repulse any type of man that has self-respect. And girls will always, they'll say stuff like this and they'll be like, yeah, but I have a man. And it's like, you speak to the guy and he clearly has no self-respect. Why? Because he's with someone who has the attitude of you. You know, and a lot of these guys who end up with these women who speak like this, the women end up not respecting them either. Maybe they like him in the beginning and they think he's a quote-unquote ally and he's on her side. But over time, she loses respect for him because she knows a lot of the attitude that she's giving him is completely unwarranted.
Bro, I have come to the conclusion that you men are absolutely tapped in the head. Están locos. Yo no entiendo quién los crió ustedes. Like, literally, it's 38 degrees heat in London, which feels like 50 degrees because there's no breeze. All trains are cancelled. It took me an hour to find a way to get home from work. Every Uber's charging £70. I finally get an Uber. Let me just not even talk about the fact that I've been getting verbally assaulted by men left, right and centre because I'm ignoring them because I don't want to be shouted at right now or be told to come here, miss. Like, it's hot and I'm trying to get home. Like, and then I get an Uber. I wait 20 minutes for the Uber. It finally comes and then he calls me. He's like, I don't want to stop there, and cancels the journey. Oh my gosh, you see you men, yeah? You see you men? I'm this close. I'm this close to just going to the other team because, boy...
I love when girls say this. They're like, you know, I'm so sick of men. I'm going to go to the other team. I find women more attractive and they're way better. Okay, goodbye. Like, nobody's going to miss you. First of all, nobody asked or cares about this giant rant that this woman had about her day. Nobody gives a crap. Second of all, I always find it interesting how girls will, the first thing they do is they get on social media to complain about how men are hitting on them. Like, guys, I personally view it as, yeah, she'll come on social media and she'll say that she's upset, but the thing that upsets women more is if they go out and absolutely nobody hits on them. Then it's like, oh, I don't feel pretty enough. I don't have high self-esteem. Do people even like me? All of this kind of crap starts to come into play because it's just really interesting to me how girls will publicly complain and scream up and down about catcalling, but what they're really doing is saying, hey, look at me, I'm so valuable, look at all these guys that want me. And if you take away the catcalling, a lot of them get incredibly sad about it.
I'm this close to just going to the other team because, boy...
Yo guys, it's Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode. Before you go, remember to subscribe to our other Fiend Gang members. Their channels will be linked in the video description. Our newest member is Detective Warg, so make sure that you go and show him some love. He's putting out daily content for you guys. Also, one of the characters I use and also a lot of our thumbnail artwork is done by an artist called The Gecko Ninja. He's absolutely fantastic and his socials are going to be linked in the video description as well if you want to commission him for some amazing art. Otherwise, take it easy, gents, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.